You know, I didn't realize how many people were mentally ill, how many people are immature, how many people past 40 that is just so full of themselves because they never address their own personal traumas in life. They have not worked through them, and their traumas keep repeatedly keep them from growing, from maturing. Tasha K just lost again in court because she refuses to do one thing, and that is stop talking about Cardi B. Now, a judge issued an order stipulating what she is not to do. And not only was she fined, but her attorney was fined as well because he ran ads on the video where she's violating the order. This is why I no longer represent human beings. This is why. This is exactly why. Tasha K is the client from hell. And I would not put my bar license nor reputation on the line for anyone. Anyone. I know the attorney looked at her following her reach and thought he could get more clients, free advertisement. But I'm pretty sure it's not worth the headache. I would be sending her a notice terminating my legal representation of her if I was him. Especially when she violates, does she understand that she can be held in contempt and be imprisoned? And I think if Cardi B wasn't a rapper, she was something that the court deems respectable, Tasha K would have been in jail. She would have been thumbing her nose up at a court order. I don't understand her obsession with Cardi B. You lost. You lost because you had an attorney that was inexperienced in the area, the complicated area that your case brings of law. If you have a foot problem, you would not go see a cardiologist. And I tell anyone, if you have a case that is complicated and requires experience, make sure you get a lawyer first. Don't get just a general practitioner. Get a lawyer that has at least, at minimum, 10 years experience in that particular area of law. See, unlike doctors, I don't know how doctors work, but when you go to law school, you just learn general law, common law, some statutes that's specific to the state in which your law school is in. But for the most part, it's just an overview. And really to get you thinking and legal research and stuff like that. But you learn to practice law by practicing. And one thing you don't want to do, especially as a new attorney, an experienced attorney, is to take cases that you don't have the experience in, especially something so high profile as Tasha K and Cardi B's case. You see, Carly had about 5 or 6 lawyers. She had the entire law firm, representing her. And Cardi B was even showing her she wanted to settle and just to have her agree not to talk about and remove the content. And Tasha K husband, she must not have any respect for him. I mean, she sits and brags about being married and stuff, but she doesn't show any type of respect for her husband because it's costing her and him and their children. That's her inheritance. That's money that could have been in her pocket. And I'm telling you, if I got fined over my client's behavior, guess what? That person would not be my client any longer. That is some, I've never. So basically, the court held him in contempt, huh? And fined his butt. That is unbelievable. I'm at a loss, but she's definitely the client from hell. I wouldn't even risk my reputation or bar license dealing with somebody like that. Have a nice day. Go over to Lakeisha. Keisha, she got the update. She does great synopsis of the issue with Tasha K. Also, Attorney Simone, Girl, Is That Legal? I like her channel. I like them too. They do great coverage. And of course, O'Shea Duke Jackson. I'm sure he's gonna do a synopsis as well of this case. I like the cliff notes. I like old O'Shea because I like short videos. I can't sit there for no hour looking at a video of somebody just talking about something when they could have wrapped it up in less than 15 minutes. Okay, let me go back to work. Okay. The break is over. Bye.